Welcome to my multimedia presentation. This slide shows an interesting collection of infographics and statistics. What exactly is a genetically modified organism? Well, scientists in the fields of biotechnology, bioengineering, or genetic engineering manipulate DNA from different species to create various combinations of genes that don't occur through natural crossbreeding. This is an exciting and understandably a much-needed field because the world's population continues to boom, and the promises associated with the development of GM food products could theoretically meet the demands for the growing demand for food. Genetic engineering allows organisms to be manipulated in ways allowing for pest resistance, herbicide tolerance, disease resistance, cold tolerance, drought tolerance, advancements in pharmaceuticals, and in the case of golden rice, increased nutrient value. However, most commonly utilized are herbicide, pesticide, and disease resistance. Many countries outlaw GM food products. However, the United States doesn't even require labeling. This graphic depicts how organizations are trying to inform consumers of the top 10 GMO food products. The Non-GMO Project is a non-profit organization whose mission statement is about protecting the non-GMO food supply and making sure consumers are fully informed of the choices they make when purchasing such products. This organization is North America's only third-party verification for GM food products and works in accordance to their specific practices in determining GMO products versus non-contaminated products, allowing consumers to be fully informed of their food products that haven't been thoroughly verified as clean. This allows the public to avoid GMOs if they should choose to do so. With all the possible benefits of the potentials associated with GM food products, why the controversy? Well, for one, while the creation of golden rice promises additional nutrient benefits, in actuality, most GM food products are solely created to resist herbicides and pesticides. Also, GM food products have many questions left to answer as studies continue to reach the surface about their possible long-term downside. Most concerns about GM foods fall into three categories: environmental hazards, human health risks, and economic concerns, such as long-term environmental effects, adverse health effects, and the economic costs of initiating a better labeling system. People want to know what they're buying and how their money is contributing to the overall system. Major biotech corporations love genetic engineering because it allows an increase in crop yield and in turn company profit. The labeling movement brings to light some associated ethical issues, especially when we start to realize associated costs, accuracy, and public educational issues. Unfortunately, our food products labeling system is flawed and products are not adequately regulated to ensure safety, even though polls consistently show that a significant majority of Americans want to know if the food they are purchasing contains GMOs. The powerful biotech lobby has succeeded in keeping this information from the public. In the absence of mandatory labeling, the Non-GMO Project was created to give consumers the informed choice they deserve. The Non-GMO Project requires ongoing testing of all at-risk ingredients, and if there's an absence of all GMOs, that product meets the standard as a compliant product. In conclusion, yes, GMOs benefit mankind when used for the purposes such as increasing the availability and quality of food and medical care and contributing to a cleaner environment. If used wisely, they could result in an improved economy without doing more harm than good, and they could also make the most of their potential to alleviate hunger and disease worldwide. However, the full potential of GMOs cannot be realized without due diligence and thorough attention to the risks associated with each new GMO on a case-by-case basis. And unfortunately, historically, industry has proven itself to be unreliable at self-compliance with existing safety regulations. There are many unanswered questions regarding the health effects of GMOs. Until these questions are answered, the safety of GMOs cannot be effectively determined. Consumer interest groups are demanding mandatory labeling. People have the right to know what they are eating, and yes, while it's a free market, consumers still have the right to be informed and the right to choose what they want their dollars to support. With the amount of pressure coming from consumers demanding labeling, it's clear to see that it's not a matter of if, but when it becomes mandatory. And until that day comes, the best way to avoid GMOs is by choosing food products that are non-GMO project verified.